Last time I saw him playing Mill River in goal for Otter Valley. I didn't know his name, but I have a roster today, and that's Grant Robin. And they're taking on, the Otters taking on Proctor today on Munger Vision, a road game as we're up at the Markowski Field in Proctor for the first touch. They're in their burgundy uniforms, or maroon, wherever we like to call them. Otter Valley with their home white, blue bottoms, and I'll tell you, the field in fantastic condition, and this should be an excellent non-league contest. It's a cloudy day. It's a perfect day, temperature-wise, to be playing soccer, and Scarzella will take a few dribbles for Proctor and then drop the ball over the far side, and he'll be chased down there by the Otters, and they'll kick it side out, and that was number 22, Corbett, Jim Corbett. Throw for Otter, or for Proctor, and they'll just set the ball down inside. And again, Ratty, Justin Ratty is the goalie for the Proctor squad, and Grant Robin, the goalie for Otter Valley. He's just a junior. Ratty's a senior. Again, this is a big game for both teams, even non-league, but for Proctor, there's more at stake. A win on the road against a higher division team like this could be big index points for him. Proctor coming in off their 8-0 win over West Rutland from Taranovich Field, their home turf. And that is Klein, number 3. You see those bright cleats on his feet. He wants to set the ball up to Keegan McDonald right there, and that's the person who have to have a keen eye on out there to put a body on him and mark him all the way across. McDonald with the game's first shot, saved by Robin. It was a relatively easy one, and he's going to kick out of his hands with the punt, and that'll land at midfield, be taken down by, well, momentarily Proctor's just an open ball now, and it'll be set down, and we're going to have an offside call. Yeah, and it's right there is where they want. No, it's not. Okay. It's not a foul. It was, he stepped out on a sideline. That's why the throw coming up. And that was number 21 out there for Proctor, Austin Howard. Proctor with a big back line, and Otter Valley with a lot of speed. This should be, like I said, an interesting matchup. And it'll be a foul called as you see the body hitting the ground. And actually a good spot to take the kick from. No breeze to speak of right now. I mean, a very slight breeze. Nothing's going to affect the ball game. But the Otters, Matt Dyer, with the kick, putting it on line and in the box and in the goal! Score for Otter Valley. It was a great spot on the field. And then redirected in past Ratty as somehow the Otters got a man unmarked inside the 18. And it's number 3. That's what I was waiting for, the young man to turn around. That's Jeff Corbett with the goal. So Dyer should get the assist. Corbett the goal, and 1-0 Otter Valley with 37:45 to go. 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the soccer game. Otter Valley will strike first. As they'll have McDonald push the ball through Petrini, and then a good line of defense there, and looking to bring the ball up and out, and that's going to be Hughes, number 6, getting there, and he'll have plenty of room on the sideline to work with. He'll just bring the ball back around to the inside as he got it to Ricky Carroll, number 10. Well, I'll tell you what, it's not that long a ride from Proctor to Otter Valley, so can't really blame the bus ride, but I'll tell you what, that was an excellent kick over the top of wall of defense inside the 18 onto the foot of Dyer, or to Corbett, and then in, and that's going to be a save by Robin. I might have missed it because I was looking down at my roster, but Grant Robin with the save. Second touch for him. This time he likes to take the throw out, and it's a short field as McDonald got there and got the soccer ball. He was marked up immediately by Brown. That's going to be wide behind the net. Well, a goal kick coming up. Actually, because I was looking down, it's going to be, I'm watching the official. He keeps pointing to the corner, but it will be a goal kick. That's what I thought. Going back to take the kick will be number 15, Robert Kelly, one of the captains for Otter Valley. And I'll do the whole roster for both teams, but especially for Otter Valley, because the time I covered them on the road when they were at Mill River, I didn't have a roster to do their game. So I wasn't able to identify these young men. We need some recognition out there, but they've got the 1-0 lead, and there's McDonald with the slide tackle, and he's trying to claim they've got possession, and it's going to be a throw for, well, Proctor with the ball, but they're saying Otter Valley ball, yeah. They'll send Dyer over. Dyer will, time he releases that, be directly in front of his bench on that side, and a little snap throw over the top, and went about 12 yards, dribbles back over the midfield stripe, and now, one thing they can't be, Otter Valley, that is hesitant to go to the passes. If you can't wait for the pass to come to you, you've got to go get it, because Proctor with a very quick team, and they'll transition. They'll go up and get it in transition. They're a very offensive-minded team. Looking to take the corner, coming around, and that'll be off from Proctor through the inline. We'll have a goal kick coming up. That was Jeremiah Cole, another captain, number 10 there for Otter Valley, as he got in position, stepped up, and stopped the progress of the ball coming into the 18. That's a 2:15 into the soccer game. Otter Valley with the score. A little momentum here on this beautiful fall day. Again, you're watching Munger Vision presenting the sports on PEGTV. And you can also go to channel 15 on your television, or you can go to PEGTV.com and click video on demand and watch Munger Vision sports anytime, anywhere on the internet. As Lynch settled that down, Lynch will get the pass back, and he wants to get his teammate in stride coming up this sideline, and that's just what he did. They're going to send the ball toward the 18. He landed at the 20-yard line and never got any further than that. And Proctor with the clear, and they got it just shy of midfield, and then Kelly sent it back over the top again. Or, sorry, that's Lynch, 17. So Lynch will go to the open corner, and he might have gone too far, and I actually got redirected. You're going to have Lynch come over, number 17, and he'll take the throw. Brian Lynch, good size young man, will go short. Everything was marked long, and again, that's where the scoring takes place. Get the ball directed into the 18 on net, and that's go all the way across the field. That was number 4 out there, Matt Dyer. And it's going to stay with the Otters. He'll take a throw from, I think that's the west side, to be honest with you. Matt Dyer is going to handle the throw, and he's going to go right into the 18, or attempt to, as it came to the edge of the 18, popped around, and then for Proctor, they had number 7, Keegan McDonald, get up there and play defense and head the ball up and out. Klein looking to turn it up the field and turn right into Dyer, and nowhere to go, and that's going to become a Otter Valley throw. Otter Valley doing a good job here early on, keeping Proctor pretty much contained through the middle of the field. Cole will drop the ball over on the offensive side of the field. Klein with the step up, couldn't possess the ball, got a touch on it, and he'll battle through and push the ball forward to Carroll. He'll dance around the defender who came charging at him, and down that far side. You see the numbers there just not happening for Proctor, but nobody's stepping up actually. They're all kind of shadowing Carroll. He's able to get a cross over and far post, not going to connect with anybody, but it will go out of play. We'll have a Proctor throw as it goes off from the head of Brian Lynch. And I'm just looking at to retrieve the ball. There we go. He'll get it into Petrini, and he'll take the kick. Now he went far post and out-kicked any type of setup for a header. And that'll go flying into the woods, and we'll have Hill, or we will not have Hill, we'll have Grant Robin set the ball down, and Robert Kelly will take the kick. I'm thinking of Grant Hill, the former basketball player. So the Otters, again, 1-0 first half of soccer. 2:40-minute halves, overtime if necessary. Golden goal. First goal wins. They don't like to say sudden death anymore. They say sudden victory, but it still means if you don't get the first goal in overtime, you lose. Nice job that time. Looked like it was going to be a good rush down into the 18. They went to the outside, wanted to funnel in, and that shot coming in, and Ratty will short hop it and scoop it. And he had a lot of Otters in the box, and then the two players collide back there. And a couple brief exchanges of words, and Ratty with a booming kick 10 to 15 yards beyond the midfield circle. And Klein trying to get inside the defense, and he'll force the kick side out. And I'm just trying to get the number of the defender who was hustling down to get into good position. That is number 23 for Otter Valley, Sam Tolle, or Toll. I'll have to double check on that pronunciation. And saved by Robin as he got in good position, followed the ball, short post, made the save. I think it's Talo. That's how I heard the PA man announce it, Talo. And that will be last touched by Otter Valley's Quinneville. Now to play, and the throw coming up now for Austin Howard. And Howard to Klein, and going from one of the largest players to one of the smallest players is, again, Hughes and Klein up front. Not a lot of size, but a lot of speed, a lot of ball handling skills. And we'll have throw coming up by Lynch. And Lynch, again, looked short. That was marked. Wants to go over the top long, and Klein will easily make the pick. And the ball collected back there by Talo, and then the ball will make it to the circle. A couple dribble moves, and there's the send. And boy, they got a great pass on the run, and he might have outkicked himself actually as Landon got there, took the shoulder, and now trying to get in position not to let them turn to the inline. And Landon will race the ball, and it will stay in play. Yeah, it's right on the edge over there, but able to keep it in momentarily for Otter Valley. But they could never really bring the ball around to the front side of the net. And Cole's number 10 with the throw as the Otters up 1-0 first half action. Petrini able to body the ball down, get it to Carroll. He looked ahead and he will serve it out, and it will go into the Otter Valley bench. I believe that's the Otter Valley coach making the play. The Otters would the control. Again, big thank you goes out to Sumner Urbe, the athletic director at Otter Valley, for allowing me to videotape the soccer game and get the use of the new press box they built. Gives you a great view of the game. It's a cool place to come watch a game anyways. They've got the bleachers on the east side, and they've got a little hill on the north side, and there's actually a person up there with a lawn chair coming in, and oh, nice mark up by Petrini in the box. It was deep penetration by the Otters. They're trying to get the ball redirected in front of Ratty, and that'll be, yeah, you can see the mark out there. It was out of play. We'll have a throw coming up on that far side for the Otters. Jeremiah Cole, Captain Cole, as he's got the asterisk next to his name. He's one of the captains. So good to have a roster. Makes it much easier, better sounding to do a game and know the people's names and numbers. A lot of moves there, a lot of nice skilled moves. Didn't really go anywhere other than a 3-foot square circle there. And he'll bring the ball back around, and it's going to blast, and that'll be high. And well, that's what was touched. It was not touched by Proctor. It'll be Proctor with a goal kick, and Ratty will set the ball down. And Ratty looks like he's going to take the kick. So that is what they will have for the mark. It'll be the goalie, Justin Ratty, with the kick. Going to get close to 40 yards on the ball, and Klein in the center circle. Looking to go to that open corner for the speed to turn it on, and that's just what he's got. They've got the edge coming in, and boy, who hustled back there defensively? I believe that was number, well, I want to say 22 Corbett, but I'm not. I need him to turn around so I see the bigger numbers on his back. It'll be a corner for Proctor. And it was 22, so he turned around and I could see the larger numbers on his back. Jim Corbett, the senior, got back there defensively, didn't let him turn the ball to the front of the net, but again, serving up a corner, and you can see the limp flag right there. Now, any wind to contend with a perfect day for soccer. The kick was low, and I'm waiting for the indication. Another corner went off from the Otter Valley defender over there. Didn't really get the height of the loft on the ball down that serve, so Klein will attempt again as Robin in net. And they have Austin Howard on the short post. Well, he brought the ball a little bit better up high, and that will go off from the head of McDonald. And this time it'll become a goal kick. McDonald did what he wanted. He found an open space. He doesn't need a lot of space to either a shot or a header off, but he brought it just wide of the post. It's Robert Kelly stepping into it, and getting good carry on the ball. Got it beyond the 40, but Carroll to Klein, and that was picked off. Otter Valley will settle the ball down as Dyer with the touch, number 4. All the way to the far side, and boy, they kind of got there together. The ball ricocheted off from a shin of a Proctor and an Otter Valley player. Carroll, again, his Otter Valley's done a nice job defensively. Oh, they left the ball inside. That might have been a little bit too unselfish by Klein. He could have been better off taking a shot right there as he got to the edge of the 18 and elected to try and make one more pass. That gave the Otter Valley team a chance to collapse around it, and we'll have Robin with the kick and get another good kick. It's going to be just about 45, 46 yards as Petrini made the touch, and that ball went, well, from Petrini to Petrini. There's Ryan Petrini, 13, and Jake Petrini, number 20, and this is Ricky Carroll, number 10. Kevin Ratty, the head coach over at the Proctor squad. That's going to be high and looking far post. Well, it was far post, but too far. It'll be out of play. We'll have a goal kick again coming up, as this time looks like Sam Taylor. It's going to have the ball marked by Robin, and it'll be Taylor taking a kick. Had a couple different people taking the goal kicks now for Otter Valley. 26 minutes, 43 seconds left in the first half. The Otters with that 1-0 lead. Hughes sees the seam, takes the ball up the seam, the pass to Petrini, and again they turn in a lot of white jerseys in the way. You see right there, nice job of supporting the ball defensively, and just before he fell down, he was able to get the kick away. Was Buxton, Bo Buxton, and I'll tell you what, that is a great name for a jock or an athlete, Bo Buxton. That beats being called Jerry. Jerry sounds kind of on the wimpy side. It's fitting for me, but I wear like Bo Munger. That would have been really cool. See, Klein wanted to take the pass, turn on the defender, and bring the ball up and through, and it was just a good job of staying his ground by Otter Valley's number 23, Taylor. And that's going to be a throw. Quinneville won that battle as he got to the edge. And then again, Scarzello. Nice job of momentarily keeping the ball in play. Teams match up. Well, size, there is a big back line for Proctor, but there's pretty good size in the midfield area for Otter Valley. And right now, speed on speed up front seems to be rather good evenness as there doesn't seem to be a favor up front like that. Different styles of play. And they'll have Jacob Petrini come all the way over, and they got to wait. They have 2 balls on the field now. They'll get set. And Klein and Hughes, like I said, youngsters on this varsity team, and they've done a good job in the games that I've watched, but right now they're outsized in their position by the Otter Valley squad, and that ball left behind, and McDonald will leave it behind. Nice pass. Petrini's pass will trickle through, and Carroll had it at his feet and couldn't get a good adjustment on the ball to turn and make a shot, and getting Scarzello with the touch. You know, I don't see out there Big Matt Dobart. Now, I don't know if Dobart is injured, but I don't see him out there, and he's a huge component for that Proctor squad. Petrini had the foot lifted, and boy, that ball landed in the 18. Nobody can really get a handle on it. It was a hot potato. Now it will roll out of the 18, and Otter Valley scrambling around will make it clear. That was to Howard, 21. And it's Corbett to Quinneville, and Quinneville now with some space to bring the ball down in the dribble wants to get it in the center of the field on the cross, or Landon will make the move. Corbett went flying by him, and then the ball will skip past the defender. That was number 23, Taylor. Klein to the inside. Klein still with the ball. Klein dead center on the field, and unfortunately only a white jersey there belonging to Matt Dyer of Otter Valley. That kick will go up, and it's going to come down short of the sideline, and now it'll hop out of bounds. And Stan Blickhart's one of the officials said it's going to be Proctor ball. Now I'm scanning the field, and there's absolutely no Matt Dobart out there for Proctor. That's huge. I wonder what happened to Big Matt. They've already lost Justin Carter for the season, even before the season started, to a very severe knee injury. And Dobart would be a huge loss if this is a lengthy absence for him. Landon with a nice job of just dribbling the ball about 7-8 yards up the field, as that'll take a great bounce. Hughes, Taylor, and Taylor will just kick the ball side out. So we get it back and have a chance to mark up their positions out there. As again, Hughes with just a little dump of a pass, and Petrini had some space early on, elected not to take the shot, and they gave the defense a chance to come out and react. That's going to be wide. Now you got to start taking shots on net. You can see what happened for the Otter Valley squad when they took the, well, it was a direct kick, but still, if you just join us, we're at Munger Vision's at Otter Valley's Markowski Field with 22.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Almost 18 minutes of soccer played. 1-0, the Otters lead over Proctor. Proctor right there with the ball in those burgundy or maroon uniforms. And that's going to take a great bounce for Otter Valley. Did not go through the inline. It became a corner kick for Proctor. Instead, it stays in play. And you haven't heard me say McDonald's name too much at all. They've had him very marked up. Of course, we saw that in the game against Long Trail in the first half. Not a lot to talk about as far as McDonald, but then in the second half, he just took it upon himself to crank it up a couple notches and end up with 4 goals and a couple assists and a 6-0 Proctor win. And again, great vantage point to do a game from at Markowski Field up here in a new press box. And again, a big thank you all. Great pass and a header by Carroll, as Robin was in good position, but the header went just wide. So we'll set the Otter Valley squad will set the ball down. We'll see if it's Robert Kelly this time, number 15. I believe it is, and he will get set. Again, he doesn't want to shorten the field here. Everything's marked short, and he's going to have a line drive kick, and boy, they got a break right there. There's Gintoff going over, number 22, Jared Gintoff, and Proctor with the throw to Klein with the settle. And again, they're spacing all off as he wanted to go with McDonald. He just reached out and made the steal. McDonald will go shoulder to shoulder and looking just for any type of opening. There it is, and just sailed high over the crossbar, and that's what McDonald can do. It looked pretty harmless at the start. He had a defender on his shoulder, and then he just rocketed a shot off it from his left. That was his left foot. It was tipped by Robin, and it'll end up being a corner kick, and they're going to bring it over to this corner. There they go. Now the ball boys are doing a good job, but they had each of them had a ball in the corner, and that's confusing to an old guy like me. Is Klein coming over to take the kick? So Klein, getting no wind to really contend with, will put it up, and that was well defended. You can see right there just a bunch of white shirts down inside the 18. That's where they'll miss Dobart defensively, but right there, Dobart on those corners is a huge offensive threat to head the ball in. Carroll went back, got the ball, will be whistled for a hold call, and it'll become an Otter Valley kick, as he was battling over there with Bo Buxton. And it looks like Buxton's going to stay right there on the ball and take the kick. As we're at 19.5 minutes score, below the halfway point here of the first half. And Otter Valley struck very early, and they've maintained that 1-0 lead. Proctor had been very quiet, very stagnant offensively until about the last 2.5, 3 minutes, and they've been able to generate a couple corners and shots on net, and a good scoring chance by McDonald. Oh man, blocked out, and yeah, his last touch went off from the body of the Proctor player, and it'll be a throw now coming up for number 13, Kevin Lefebvre. So Lefebvre wanted to rocket that in short, had the ball come back off the defender's foot right to him. This time he'll put a loft on the ball and roll it within 5 yards of midfield, as that's going to be pushed forward by Corbett. Petrini, shoulder to shoulder, and that's what I mean. There's a size advantage in the midfield area for the Otter Valley squad, and just a good stand-up right there defensively. And Quinneville hustled down just a step late of actually making the connection. Hughes will watch it kick and roll out of bounds, and that'll be retrieved by the Otters, and they'll have the throw now as Sam Taylor will shoot it short, and he got it to Lynch, and then the steal. Hughes to McDonald, and you can see the double team that he'll draw, and takes a good bounce for the Proctor squad. They just couldn't get to the ball at the 25-yard line. That's going to come down to Carroll, and he went to traffic, came hard off his foot, and he'll chase it back down. As right there was number 19, Brown, for Otter Valley. There's the move and the through ball as he'll come up from behind. Carroll will take the left-footed shot, and it got deflected to this side, and Hughes. See that great play by Robin right there? He pushed the ball. Oh, I thought he was going to steal the corner, but it will become a corner. So Proctor with their fourth corner here in the first half. And again, it's going to be Klein down in this near side of the corner with 17.5 minutes to go. Now you'll see him appear. I got the American flag right there. Is what they have hanging out of the new press box. Well, he brought that way up top, way out of the box, and Petrini no chance to circle back. As you can see, the triangle of defenders there by the Otter Valley squad. Wanted to go to Hughes, and right now just a little volley in between. Corbett looks and wanted to reach out and bring the ball back to the inside. Scarzello right there. Now Scarzello was injured, unable to play in the Long Trail game. So my first time this season seeing Scarzello in action, and a nice step of then the ball driven out of bounds by Otter Valley's Brown, that's number 12, I'm sorry, that's Buxton. Bo Buxton. Here's a race to the corner, and yep, Jacob Petrini couldn't bring the ball around. Excuse me, I had a ladybug land on my arm. That probably was good luck. I should have left it there. Again, a big thank you to Sumner Urbe for letting me come and use the press box to cover this Otter Valley boys varsity soccer home game. But again, just a lot of everything right now on the outside for Proctors. They want to bring the ball all the way back to Howard, and Howard's going to bring up again. They got to realize the goal is north to south, and they did a lot of cross the field passing and really didn't generate a scoring chance. This is Landon with the ball. Landon to Klein. And again, as much experience as there seems to be on the Proctor squad, there's a lot of inexperience also at key positions. And again, with the lack of Dobart and Carter, their defense taking big hits. And right now, scoring not coming at will. Again, this is a non-league matchup. But I made sure to get up here. It's Quinville got a chance to come around, and Brady will beat him there and slide and make the save. Justin Ratty with the punt, and that's what's different. They're using a colored ball today instead of just a white ball. Oh, that would have been onside too. Whoops. As Petrini and Carroll up front. And Petrini dancing over the top of the defender's foot, and he'll get it to Carroll. It ricocheted off from Kelly, and it came to Carroll, and he did a complete 360. Brought it out on the left foot, and you see him getting sandwiched there, and there he'll draw the whistle. He definitely took a bump, but he embellished it a little bit, got the call, and we'll have McDonald. And this is a tough angle to me. This is at the 20-yard line. And it doesn't leave you a lot of room to work with offensively on the kick. It's going to be tough to pick it and lift it and keep your players on side, and you got to be able to drill it through the wall. So we'll see what McDonald elects to do. As Klein standing there with him, and we'll see if it actually is McDonald going to take the kick. Yeah, and he just sent it in very light to Robin, who saw it all the way, and I'm not sure if they were actually just trying to connect with Klein, but he was well marked and could get the inside position to redirect that ball, as I believe it's going to be off from Howard's head. Quinville was there also, but it'll become a throw now for Lynch. To Talo. Talo's been a busy guy here in this first half. Petrini this time, though, will take the ball away from Talo. Talo coming back, trying to make his presence felt with a little nudge from behind. And Scarzello all the way across the field as Proctor has, well, I got to find that number. Oh, it's Jacob Petrini. Okay, number 20. And, yeah, just when in doubt, kick it side out, and it'll become a throw for Jacob Petrini, number 20. And, again, this is as good as a corner to me, because if he's got the muscle, he can throw it deep into the box. And no, he looks not. It was all closed down. They brought Klein in from the top, and he's able to get the ball, not too much to do with it after he got it, and he brought it back outside. A lot of help there from Otter Valley, bringing the ball back outside. Again, the only shot McDonald had sailed just inches over the crossbar, and he's again what he's trying to do is bring everybody to this near side of the field, then come back across his body to the opposite post, and he'll go through the inline, and we'll have a kick coming up by Robert Kelly. Again, as Robin marked it, and Kelly will take the kick, number 15. So we're down to 12 minutes, 45 seconds to go. First half, 1-0. Otter Valley over Proctor. On Munger Vision, bringing this game on the road. Left work early. Well, I worked through some of my lunch. Left work early and got to Otter Valley on time to do the game. Ratty calling for it and makes the grab right in front of the hard-charging John Corbett, number 14. That's a much better kick by Ratty this time, as it looking for McDonald. You could see he was well marked. He had a couple different people on him defensively, as Lynch just using his reach advantage, leg length advantage, to get the ball away from Hughes. And they want to go to Talo, and the pass was soft, and Carroll almost made the steal. And that was a physical play by Cole, and they're going to whistle him for it. And that was one of those that personally to me, they could have let that go. That was just a good, clean, hard play. But McDonald standing just shy of midfield, looking at his options on the kick. Kept it low and tried to just bring it into Klein. And again, that Otter Valley defense has reacted very well today. Klein coming up behind Lynch. Going to bring it back to Talo, and Talo took a few dribbles and just laid it out about, well, 12 yards on the pass. Howard, with the size, he's got great speed, though. He came up, and again, they sent the ball in on the goalie. They're going to let him lift the ball. He'll be on the edge of the circle at midfield, then it will bounce and be settled by McDonald. looking for that open corner, and again, Taylor in good position. See him glance behind him as Hughes is coming in now, and it'll be kicked side out, and it'll become a throw for Carroll. So it's just that 1-0 score, almost at the 10.5 minute to play mark in the first half. We've almost played 30 minutes of soccer. The score came early off a direct kick. And I'm looking to see, yeah, there's Carroll, as he'll be equivalent to just about the 20-yard line on the throw. As you could see that Hughes wanted, almost looked like he's going to lay out for a bicycle kick. Carroll, just about in the same spot this time. He's going to back up, see if he's going to put a little more juice behind it and go into the box with it. Well, he did. It was a line drive kick. Tell you what, Hughes got down out of the way, and that's getting kicked side out. And Carroll getting his workout here on these throws. He's going to back up even further this time. And he went short. As McDonald trying to set up the defender. And he got space, got around him, and far post, nobody on support, and that didn't have a bend in it. It'll be a corner as it was touched by one of the Otter Valley defenders. I didn't think it was, but the ball was kicked so hard it didn't really change its flight path going across. They're going to send Ricky Carroll over this time, number 10, to set up the corner. He'll serve the ball up. They're going to bring Howard now, 21. Good sized guy. He's got to be 6 foot or taller on the short post. He's being marked by Fredette. Down, and nope, Dyer made the save. That's Jacob Petrini. He'll lift it up, and it'll be grabbed by Robin. I don't think it was on mark to be a goal, but Robin will make the save. His quick throw out, and Proctor short in the field with the steal. Petrini wants to come back to the inside, and there's just, again, good support there defensively. Not a lot of space to do that. Gintoff making the move, brings it into the 25-yard line, and again, trying to go right through between two defenders. Didn't happen. Hughes with the step up, but I believe it's going to be a, yeah, as Taylor got there, unfortunately sliced it, went out of play. Howard will take the throw. He will not take the throw as Hughes has the ball already, and McDonald wanted Hughes to loop around. He was a little slow on reacting there, and that ball will drop all the way over to Landon. Yeah, and Ratty wasn't in the box. His kick went all the way to the far side, the west side, as it's taken by Gintoff, and he'll let the defender come to him, and then his pass on the outlet to Jacob Petrini. The ball was nudged out of bounds. We'll have a Petrini throw. No, we'll have a Gintoff throw, number 22. As we're down to 8:14 to go in the first half. Been an interesting first half. It certainly has not been the type of soccer I'm used to seeing Proctor play, and it's a much better effort by Otter Valley than what I saw when they played at Mill River. And it's going to be a corner kick. So, again, Proctor leading in that statistic as far as racking up a lot of corners, but the important stats, the score, and that belongs to Otter Valley. And Carroll backing up, and again, no wind to speak of to really contend with. And tell you, McDonald with a great looking header, but defender right on the short post, perfect positioning, made the block. Scarzella will can go to the open corner looking for Jacob Petrini, and he's just well marked again out there by Brown, number 19. Yeah, I'm looking too, and it was a throw by Proctor. They brought it into Ryan Petrini, and no. I'll say he had an opening earlier that he didn't take the shot, and just that little hesitation gave the defense a chance to get in the shooting lane, and that's what happened. So the kick now by the Otters, looks like Taylor, number 23. And it's a low line drive up the far side, and Hughes gets to the ball first, and we'll link up with Carroll. He wants to go back to Hughes, who kept charging down the far side, slipped and lost his balance, got a foot on it twice, and is able to gain control of it again on a great play. Good hustle play by Hughes. He brings the ball all the way across, and wow, another player slipped down. Tell you, I walked on the field earlier, and it seemed like it was in great condition. Looking for that long outlet, and there's the defensive kick side out by Howard. Now give the Otters a chance now to get their offense down and join up. That was John Corbett, 14, that was taking the good rush down the field. The throw came in from Lewandowski, and then he came through and broke the play up. Coles passed back, and Scarzella was there looking for Klein. Got a late read on it, came up, a little bump there, and Nice soft pass to Taylor. Carroll spun away from full contact, got a toe on the ball this time, and should be off from Taylor, and that is the call. To McDonald, as time winding down to 5:40 to go in the first half, and Proctor down by a 1-0 score. Scarzello with the read. I tell you, Otter Valley's played a very good first half, very balanced first half. Again, trying to kick it on the fly without letting it settle. And Lewandowski got an angle and just missed it. Oh, what a great setup for Corbett, number 3. That's Jeff Corbett, as there's a John and a Jeff Corbett. But I'll tell you what, Lewandowski with a perfect pass across that far post as Klein lost his balance, fell down, gets back up, chases Brown, and now Gintop able to come all the way across the field, sweep the ball off the foot again of Brown over there. And so a good rush coming down now the other way by the Irish. McDonald's got the corner. He's squaring up, and they forced him wide. Never got the shot away. Gets a second chance. Far post. Nope. Couldn't hook it. Couldn't bend it in there. But I thought you could just see the defensive effort, though, because there was never a moment on the rush from McDonald where he actually had an open lane to kick the ball in on the goalie. I believe that's Robert Kelly. 15 with the kick. Yeah, he had it knocked out by Petrini. Now Klein. 4 minutes to go in the first half. And Petrini just setting the ball out, and Hughes was thwarted defensively making the corner, but it did go off from that side from an Otter Valley player. I just couldn't get the number, as it was Cole, number 10.
Come on, let's call that, okay?
Some of the fans wanting to call on that nudge, but it is a contact sport. And boy, by the reaction, I think it's going to be, I mean, it should be an Otter Valley ball, and yeah, that's what it's going to happen. But I was watching the reaction of the coaching staff over there on the Otter Valley squad, but I think they wanted more of a foul, but it's still a kick or a throw. It's your possession. I think a kick gives you a better offensive chance because you can drive the ball in to the 18. Here they're just going to have to throw short and bring the ball in on the carries. They got it to Brown, and he'll go over the top, and he is going to be just shy of the 18 as Landon with the header brought it back out to Hughes, and Hughes will just actually take the one bounce and then push it forward to Ricky Carroll. Carroll approached midfield and sent it to Petrini as Ryan Petrini cuts inside. There's a little over pursuit there by the defensive player, and that's going to be just wide as Petrini kept his balance long enough to get a toe on the ball and push it forward. It'll be a corner for Proctor with 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. And it'll be Ricky Carroll, number 10, heading over to attempt to take the kick here to set it up. And I'm just watching the alignment. Pretty much they have Howard, Austin Howard, where Dobart would be if he was playing. There's McDonald, and a nice job. That was not the goalie save. That came from, I believe, Cole, number 10, actually made the save as he headed the ball back out. Getting really a good defensive effort right there by Jeremiah Cole. Again, like I said, it took Proctor a while, but they've been able to establish some offensive presence and pressure down in their third of the offensive third of the field, but it was a good start. Now it will definitely be Carroll with the foul as the kick coming up for Otter Valley. I'm trying to see if that's Jim Corbett. Yeah, he's going to mark the ball, but Kelly will actually take the kick. So Robert Kelly now with 1:22 to work with. Sent that ball nice. That is great job. It's headed right into the center of the arc on the top of the 18. The kick kind of trickled in on Ratty, and he had an easy save of it, but they took away position on the field offensively for Proctor with that drive. And that'll be an interesting call because I thought it was on Hughes also, as he went into the Otter Valley player with a distinct height advantage on him. And there'll be a kick coming up now for the Otter Valley Otters in their home whites on their home field, Markowski Field, a beautiful place to come watch soccer or football. And Scarzello came over and got a body on it, and that was it. Couldn't trap it, couldn't possess it. And the ball rolled out of bounds off from him. It'll be the Otters with the throw. 26 minutes to go. They're in their offensive third, so it's very realistic they can get a decent chance, scoring chance here before we hear the horn sound in the half. Not now, as Klein stepped up, made the steal. 16 seconds, 15 seconds. He outkicked everybody on his team, and Robin, with his easiest save, will bowl it out. And just 8 more seconds, you'll hear the horn sound. And Petrini all the way down, and Taylor. Yeah, and that's going to be the half. And what a good half by both sides. But it's the Otters with the 1-0 lead over Proctor on Munger Vision at the half on Varsity Boys Soccer. We're all set. They switched ends of the field. Lewandowski with the touch brought the ball back to Corbett. And again, only that one score early in the first half by Otter Valley. You know, at the end, I think all the stats are pretty even. The first 20 minutes belonged to Otter Valley. The next 20 minutes, Proctor did a much better job. So in the end, you know, even though I don't have a statistician, I bet the 50-50 balls, shots on net. I think the corners probably were heavily in favor of Proctor, but I was very impressed with the defense being played by Otter Valley, and it should be a good second half of soccer. Again, you go to PEGTV.com, click video on demand. You can watch Munger Vision Sports anywhere, anytime on the internet, free service. And you can also just tune your TV to channel 15 and catch sports that way. Saturday afternoon, starting at 4 o'clock, are games of the week. Mostly it's always my stuff, and you can start watching local sports at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, and take you right through to 8 o'clock Sunday morning. And congratulations to the Mill River girls varsity squad with that 3-2 win over Twin Valley. Have that one coming up for you at a later date on 15. That was an excellent ball game. Of course, last night's ball game, Springfield defeating Mill River boys 1-0. That was a good ball game. This too will also be on Saturday, and nice step up right there. That was number 22 coming up. That was Jim Corbett. Like I said, there's a couple Corbett's out there for the Otters. Robin, the goalie, Grant Robin, didn't have a lot of opportunities to make saves, but he had a couple that, you know, he was shorthanded on, saw the ball well. The biggest save for him was the one that just went over the top of the crossbar. He got a hand on it. It was by Keegan McDonald, the shot was, and that will go sail out of bounds. And Officer Chuck Hall showing you he still got it as he made a foot-to-hand stop with the ball, and it'll be put into play now by Proctor on the throw. They're in front of their bench here. They've got the burgundy or maroon uniforms on, Otter Valley with their home white tops, blue bottoms. And I know you got to start thinking about basketball. It's going to be here soon. CSJ college basketball, Munger Vision, in November. So yeah, it's just when I'm winding up the soccer coverage. Or if it's like last year, I went with soccer until November 8th because I did the championship game up at Virgins when Mill River girls made it all the way to the finals. You know, and any team that I cover locally, if they go to the finals and it's a realistic distance to go to see the game, do the game, I would do it. But and Kelly's going to take the ball and take the throw. But yeah, so you got CSJ college basketball. Now I went down and saw the practice, early season practice for CSJ, and they've got themselves quite a basketball team. They are going to be a blast to watch, and that will come through. Carroll coming in, and he'll have to peel off as Robin right there to come out. Just a junior, Grant Robin. He's a cornerstone of the team. You know, when you have a goalie that good, like I said, I did the Mill River game, Otter Valley at Mill River, and it was a loss for Otter Valley, but Grant Robin played superb in it. Coming through, and Ratty's got to go up and take the ball away. Now that looks like, yeah, that's Jeff Corbett, number 3. He's kind of holding his forearm back there. I don't know if he took a bump on it or got nudged, but that's a great kick by Ratty. Or as they pronounced him in the pregame on the PA, Ratty. I like that better, but his name's Ratty. Justin Ratty, his coach. His head coach is his father, Kevin Ratty, over there. No, I never did mention the, you see if I can do this. Mark Quindeville is the head coach as I catch back up to the action. I had to look at my roster for Otter Valley. And that was awesome. That was Corbett being bowled over by Hughes. McDonald, like I said, he had a couple chances, but he's going to get more involved. That's a great kick. It's onside. Carroll lining it up, and nice save by Robin, and the ball kicked side out. And a corner coming up, but right there you could see Robin. Now, see, I looked at this game after watching both of these teams play earlier in the season, and I said, I want to get them to do this game. First of all, I have a great vantage point to videotape from, but I'm thinking of the offensive-minded Proctor squad and that excellent goalie, Grant Robin, down there. And right there, he came up big. So he's had two chances, one in the first half, one in the second, and he's been shining out there. So we stay at 1-0 Otter Valley. Klein, again, got the ball too far up top in the 18, and McDonald should be a handball, and that is the call. That's Peter C. out there with Stan Blickhart. You know, I got looking at that other official, and it just dawned on me. That's Peter C. See him a lot in basketball, but he also must do soccer. And, of course, Stan Blickhart does every sport as an official, and he's out there. And not sure what the break in the action is for Quinneville on this far side. Looks like I think it's a mouth guard he's handing him, but we should be just about set to go. They're going to restart the clock at 34:42. They're going to stop the clock. Oh, what it is? Okay, I did not see this. There is an injured Proctor player. And somebody in camo gear outfit came over and coming to help him, and I had problems seeing him because he's in camouflage. I'm not sure. I don't speculate. I think I know who that is, but I don't speculate. No, I'm wrong because I can see his number on the field. So yeah, already minus Justin Carter, Matt Dobart. They can really ill afford too many more bodies. Gone. Oh, that's McDonald, number 7. That's massive loss right there. Yeah, they have him down, and they have ice on his right leg. Of course, remember hearing a few weeks back that Keegan McDonald, signing a letter of intent to go to and play for BU. That's big-time soccer. Right now, though, I have no idea what the injury is, other than I can see number 7 on the jersey, and that's McDonald. And that ball's going to roll out a play, and there's the snap throw. And Otter Valley looking to get the win on Munger Vision, have that 1-0 lead. 33:48 to go in the soccer game. Of course, like I said, there is overtime. It's golden goal, which basically is a fancy word to say first goal will win. It's Quinneville. Wanted to turn to the inside, and that was well defended this time. It will become a goal kick for Otter Valley. Like I said, the goal happened way early in the. It was Dyer and Matt Dyer and Jeff Corbett connecting for the goal. And Ratty stepping into it. Short kick got underneath it, and that was well marked by Brown, number 19. But here comes Petrini on the dribble, trying to send the ball forward. Hughes. And again, you can see the size and speed of problem up front as Taylor able to bump off Hughes, gets the ball, kick it side out. And now Otter Valley have a chance to mark up. And that's a long way away, but it looks like Ryan Petrini with the throw. He's going to drop it out to Jacob Petrini. To Carroll, and there's the goalie coming out, making the grab, and Robin will hold on to it. And he'll get set up for the kick. He hasn't had to punt a lot today. And again, you see it bounce just about on midfield. And then Landon will give it to Klein. And Klein with some turf to work with, but he didn't turn it up the field. He elected to take the kick and go to the open corner and let Hughes get there, and Taylor will lose it. He tried to turn and send it up the sideline. It goes off from his toe out of bounds, and everybody covered line, so he just dropped a little short pass off to Jacob Petrini, looking to get the inline, and that's sealed off nicely defensively by Otter Valley. You see a couple different reversals by Klein, and he's just going to come up top to Carroll. And there's a step up and a nice play defensively to disrupt the penetration from coming any further into the box, and that's going to be an easy save, if there is such a thing, for Robin. So Grant Robin, they will see that all the way in, and had no traffic near him, will make the pickup, and he'll again take the punt. That's all the way across, and that's going to stay in bounds. Gintoff will get it. The pass generated from Piontek, or Pointek. I forget how they pronounce it. For Proctor, number 16. You see Corbett got it to the middle of the field, and then the ball nudged forward. And boy, right now just lost 50-50 play. Scarzello to Petrini. And Jake Petrini will do a complete 360. And his pass, well, you can see how well back defensively Otter Valley had gotten. They had almost a triangle back there, not a diamond, but. And they look for Brown. The pass generated from Lewandowski, and too far. Landon will just dump it back out to midfield. Brown will bust through and again try to push it forward, but Gintoff now with the ball and got Petrini, Ryan Petrini on the trail, and then booted out by Kelly, and Kelly's ball will bounce. And again, Corbett see him stop, reverse, trap, dribble, and then get past the first defender, slide after the ball, and Scarzello will come up, and we had a lot of turf to work with. Just a soft touch over the top, couldn't get it past Kelly, and then ball brought down by Dyer. Gintoff and Dyer, and that's a neat battle going on right there. As they're about equal in size, and it will become a white throw. Yeah, Dyer, a little flick to Brown, and hit him on the chest, and he'll be able to retrieve it on the bounce and give it back to Cole, and Cole will reverse, go far side. Quinneville, I believe, was his target, and that got headed around by Proctor. And then that was Lynch that lost his balance when he fell backwards, and that gave possession back to Klein and Proctor. And now he'll lay that pass out for Hughes. Klein and Hughes, the future of Proctor soccer, and they're working hard today. But again, just an excellent game plan, and they'll have a kick coming up on the contact. And I'm waiting to see if it will be Klein that will take the kick. So he's right on the edge of the 18. This is a very tough angle to take it in. He had to hook it perfectly, and I tell you, you can see all the bodies marked nicely again by Otter Valley as they had accounted for everybody in the box. And Gintoff through to the inline. Carroll took the inside position, stops, and he wants to bring it to the left foot. Just can't do it. Too many white jerseys there, and you can see how well they're standing their ground now. As Piontek with the touch, got it back to Petrini, and Petrini slides it through on sides. Carroll, tie game! What a patient possession, and Ricky Carroll from Petrini will tie it up at 1-1 with 28:57 left in regulation. And Robin had came over to the short post, and then Carroll just gently set it all the way to the far post and tied up at 1-1. So each team with a goal, or each team one goal apiece. Proctor scoring in the second half, and Otter Valley in the first half. And Lewandowski going to go out and make the touch-up with Corbett, Jeff Corbett. Yeah, this had the making of a real contrasting in styles and personnel and a good game. Scarzello able to knock the ball down. I think the big thing also there for Proctor was they scored without McDonald on the field. Because sometimes it's real easy to get very comfortable with a player who likes to assume, take charge, and has the skills to, take over a game and kind of carry you. And teammates can become complacent. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I think it's a good. I don't think it's a good thing he got hurt, but I think he's going to be okay. He's rather standing up, walking around. But I think it's good that Proctor able to score without him in there, just for their own psyche as a team. A little break in the action down to 28 minutes to go. 1-1 we are on Munger Vision as they shuffle people in and out, and that's number 22, Jim Corbett, that left the game for Otter Valley. They're looking for Lynch. That was a tough pass to handle. Then he came out to make a charge at the ball, and that's going to be off from the leg of Cole straight up. Moved forward by Ryan Petrini. Other than the goal being scored, it's been a very evenly played second half. Just like the first half equaled out, I think the two evenly played 20-minute segments. Gintoff. Well, they've kind of pushed people around, Proctor has, with the exit of McDonald. And they're kind of getting better matchups right now. And McDonald on the sideline, I can clearly see him. He's jogging up and down. The coaches are watching him, so I am speculating, but I'm hoping that it's not a serious injury. Oh, he's open the shot, and Robin right there will make the same. Grant Robin with a save, the junior goalkeeper for Otter Valley. And again, a booming kick. Well, that's headed straight down. Scarzello looked like a hammer driving a nail into the ground, and here comes Ricky Carroll. Now, he's kind of assumed the leadership role with McDonald on the sideline. Petrini bouncing through and just outkicked himself, and then Kelly right there to step up and drive the ball to Brown. This is coming through to Lewandowski. Lewandowski looking to get the edge on Scarzello, and Scarzello falls down. Handball, yeah. Actually, they're going to call a push. That's what led to the handball. Yeah, they're still calling for a handball in the stands, but that was a result of the push where he fell on the ball. His hand hit it, so that kind of, the push neutralizes, supersedes the handball. Now, each team has not just waltzed through the middle of the field. That's been a battle to get it through the middle of the field for both sides. Klein, oh, I like this. Up and make the goalie make the play. I like that. Put it in there and put some pressure on him. And Robin does. He's a very sure-handed catch. Saw the ball all the way, read it, and made the grab. Petrini got a good bounce his way. And now, again, I like the north-south play of Petrini as he takes it directly in. Heading toward the 18. Gintoff kind of got in his way, and the defender coming across was Cole, and Gintoff on that inline. Plays intensity picking up quite a bit now in the second half, just from the vibe you get from the stands. But it's been a good, clean game, but kind of cranking it up a little bit now on the field with the intensity. I heard a whistle, but I have no idea where it came from. Play continued on. As that was number 12 there for Otter Valley. That was Buxton. Yeah, Landon made the right play, came across, just ran out of field, and we'll have Otter Valley with the throw. Lewandowski to Brown, and they'll do it again as that went off from, I call him Piontek, but I think it's pronounced Pointek. I'll work on it. I'll have to make sure to get his name down correctly. As Cole cranked it up and just popped up about 8 yards, Gintoff misplayed it off his collarbone, and Brown will kick it out of bounds. We'll have a Proctor throw as Gintoff quickly goes up the other way and out through Carroll, who was sandwiched between a couple different Otter Valley players, and that goes off from Brown out of bounds. Gintoff will stay right there, and he'll take the throw. Like I said, Dobart not in the game today. Don't even see him on the bench. And he is a humongous part of Proctor's defense. Not only defense, but his long kicks, clearing kicks, also become a very offensive weapon. Yeah, here comes Otter Valley looking to mount a charge. Gets the ball through. Ratty going to come out and make the scoop. Now, he had Quinneville coming in, but he's able to get there ahead of him and make the scoop and toss it out on the throw. He'll hit Gintoff on the 40-yard line on the near side of the field, the bleacher side here at the beautiful Markowski Field. The pass was soft. Lewandowski almost came up with the steal. And then Klein circled all the way back around to come up with the grab. Carroll off the header, wants to go to Gintoff. And, boy, that's Cole, and that'll be out from Gintoff. Should be a white throw. Nice play by Jeremiah Cole. And yeah, substitutions coming in as Corbett, number 3, leaving the ball game for Otter Valley, and I just need to be able to see the jersey number. It looks like number 9, Harvey. And it is Harvey, number 9, in the ball game now for Otter Valley. On a cloudy day, perfect temperature, no wind to speak of, and nice, comfortable, cool temperature. Not cold, but cool. And I'm just wondering, with the cloud cover, darkness is going to come early. We could be looking at overtime. Tied at 1 here in the second half as Keegan McDonald back in the ball game, and he asked for a different ball, and he will be allowed to have a different ball. So McDonald, after being helped off the field, had some ice applied to his leg and then walked around and did some jogging and back in there. Oh, Petrini open, didn't take the shot. He was open inside the 18, had nobody in front of him, but elected to try to bring it in closer. And McDonald, again, being fouled everywhere he goes by Brown, lays it over to the far side, and it'll go through the inline. I don't think it was touched. It was not touched by Otter Valley, so it will stay an Otter Valley goal kick. And you see Robin mark the ball. And then the deep kick by Taylor. short field, as it was a nice step up, and he'll hit the trailer on the play, which is Ricky Carroll. Wants to trap, reverse, go to the left foot. And boy, they're passing in tight quarters. You see, that brings a lot of defenders in when you're all sitting there, and that shot by McDonald will be just wide. He looked pretty healthy on that play. So he got a good shot in on just wide of the net. 21 minutes and 47 seconds to go in the second half. Proctor had been trailing 1-0 at the half, picked up the goal here in the second half to make it 1-1. As there's some shoe time, what they're doing, they're tying the goalie shoe form. That's Kelly, because the goalie would have to take off those big gloves. And I don't think that's a regular thing they do. As Howard coming back in for Piontek. That's a change for Proctor. Actually, that's Jacob Petrini, number 20, excuse me, coming in for Proctor. Again, that kick sailing toward the far side, and boy, that was a great battle. That was number 13, Lefebvre, who won at that time, won the ball for Otter Valley, and will push it up the field. And Quinneville, that is Howard now, and I believe he was out of bounds. Yes, that's the call. So a little dump and throw by Otter Valley. They got it to Harvey, number 9, Baron Harvey. Been a good game, I tell you. It's interesting to see these non-league teams play each other, because I watched Proctor play their division. I watched Otter Valley play in their division. I knew this was hoping this was going to be an interesting game, and it is. 1-1, Scarzello losing his balance, losing possession, and Otter Valley looking for the trailer. There it is, and just kicked it a little bit too far ahead of himself to take the actual shot. That was Brown, Adrian Brown, number 19. Well, that's a great play by Hughes defensively. Took away any chance of getting a cross right there as he made to seal Carroll. Turns, fires down the sideline, picked out of the air by McDonald, stays in bounds as he reached over with the right leg in a horizontal position and gets it back to Carroll on the pass. That's great defense. That's Talo, I believe. That's just great defense being played over there. Across and saved by Robin. He's seen a lot more action here in his second half, Robin is, and he'll just flip it out overhand this time as he makes the throw out to Buxton. Nice stuff. Scarzello has played better as the game has gone along. Not that he played bad in the beginning, but he just seems to be a lot more confident. Carroll hits the ground. No whistle on the play. I think he might have embellished to the tad. It's going to come down to Hughes, and he'll avoid the contact with the much larger Otter Valley player, and I believe that is number 9. We checked a few minutes ago, Harvey. As the game got a good rhythm to it now. It hadn't really had a lot of down parts. There was about the midway point of the first half, there's a lot of balling back and forth in the center circle, and they finally got that foolishness stopped, and everybody's been playing soccer since. 18:46 to go in regulation, 1-1. Again, if you've never been up to the new Markowski Field, it's gorgeous up here at Otter Valley. It's right behind the high school. You can't miss it. As Robin says, he's got it, and nope, he was right on the money as he'll pick that one up. Get set. Take the kick. Long, low kick on the bounce. They got some good travel on it. Otter Valley's done a nice job of not letting Keegan McDonald get loose and run wild out there. He's generated a couple shots and a couple chances for other people to take shots, but other than that, he's been held in check. I've been impressed by a lot of people, but Talo, 23, has played a gritty, tough game out there for the Otters. And again, I apologize if I'm not saying his name right, but T-A-Y-L-O-E, and I believe it's the young man doing the PA pronounced it Talo. And down to less than 18 minutes to go, 17:45 to be exact. Again, Otter Valley had the 1-0 lead at the half. Their goal came early in the ball game. Proctor able to get a goal here in the second half to tie it up. Ricky Carroll with the goal. Like I said, Corbett and Dyer cooking up for the Otter Valley goal. As Klein came across and made the pick off the foot of Brown, and then Brown coming back trying to return the favor, and he had some help there from Cole, and they do work the ball free, and then they'll just dump it over into the midfield section where it's picked up by Howard, and it's Petrini now doing a good. Petrini like an endless ball of energy out there. Every time I watch him play, he never seems to get tired. And McDonald to the open corner and wants, I believe it's Hughes coming down. It was Hughes, number 6. And I likes to just kick it side out and find their defensive assignments and get their marks now. I think everywhere I go to videotape, they should have a beautiful press box like this. And it was done right. There's enough outlets. The windows are plenty big enough to see the entire field when you swing the camera, pan the camera. It's got a 2x4. For some reason, I think it's safety. Right at my elbow height, which is perfect when you rest my elbow on and lean into it when I'm shooting with the camera. See Carroll bring the defender way out. Now he's trying to make the turn on it, and that's Cole staying with him. Oh, and look at 2 number 10s. That was a pretty nifty little battle right there. Jacob Petrini. Who touched it last? That's going to be the call. Corner coming up as it went out from Hill. And I think I said the intensity picking up quite a bit now here in the second half. They might be non-league, but they're locally, very geographically close together, and I'm sure many of these players play against each other in the summer league. Plus in other sports. Nope, they had McDonald coming in from the top of the 18, and he got a header on it, but must have hit the crown of his head because it went straight up and over the football crossbar. It's Robert Kelly now getting set for the kick. Nearing the 15-minute play mark. Left the play mark in regulation. Lewandowski, no. As Hughes and Klein combined to take the ball away. Petrini. But just got over the defender's leg and hits Jacob Petrini with the pass. Nice job of getting back and making a steal. And that was number 13 for Otter Valley, Kevin Lefebvre. Otter Valley with equal speed and better size in the middle of the field, and that's worked out well for him in the first half. Hasn't been quite as exploited here as there has been adjustments made by the Proctor squad, but 2 good halves so far of soccer. Only on Munger Vision, bringing all this local sports. I already mentioned the website, PEGTV.com. Click video on demand. I already mentioned Saturday afternoon, starting at 4 o'clock at p.m. You can see all the games handed in that week. They play them right to 8 o'clock in the morning before the church services start. You can watch Sports Beat as Lewandowski with the ball now. We'll give it back to Brown. Boy, I tell you, everybody's, for both teams, they're getting into a spot to take shots, but they're being greedy trying to get in point blank. Put the ball on net and make the goalie, force him to make a clean play. I mean, you might get a rebound, you might get a bad bounce, you might get something in net. But Proctor has done it, and Otter Valley has done it. As the Otters looking to counterattack now with 13:46 left in the second half. That ball's going to be driven through in Quinneville. See, I've always been confused if it's Quinnville or Quinneville, but I heard the PA guy who goes to school here call him Quinneville, so that's what I'm going to go with. That went out from the back of Carroll right back to Otter Valley, and as Cole will stop messing around, he said he's driving that ball deep. Howard getting in position to try to go up the far sideline. He also was covered there by Harvey, and that stays in play. Kind of a lull there, but it all stayed in play, and they're going to work it back out to the center of the field to Klein. Klein marked by Brown, and then Klein will go back, and now he's got some space to work with. Lex not to take it on the dribble. He's going to go reverse the field, bring it all the way to this side to Hughes. It's Hughes with a nifty move back to the inside. He's going to take the dribble and now try to drive the ball through to Carroll. The Long Trail team that I covered played Proctor at Terranowich Field earlier this year. They were the type of team that if they had 25, 30 yards of nothing but turf in front of them, they took it on the dribble all the way up that way instead of just kicking it and trying to gain possession again. I liked it to watch them. I mean, this is looking good for Proctor coming in. Carroll shot, and what a save! What a save by Robin. Leaves Carroll frustrated back. Nice sportsmanship right there. That's a great save by Grant Robin. And that's what I envisioned him doing today, frustrating that high-powered Proctor offense. There hasn't been a high-powered offense like I thought, but the way he's made 4. 2 in the first, 2 in the second half. Highlight type saves, and Carroll made a great play on a through ball to get the shot away. It was a foot save, right foot save by Robin. Kept it tied at 1 as McDonald has to touch it. Should be a white throw, and that's what they'll have. 12 minutes, and even dozen to go in regulation. Yeah, they have substitutions coming in for Otter Valley, or a substitution coming in, as that looks like Jeff Corbett. It is, and Jeff Corbett's going to go over and take the throw, or is it Talo? Mr. Talo's going to go over and take the throw. Okay, so again, been a real good second half of soccer. First half wasn't bad. Second half got a lot more juice in it. See, Klein for his size, he gets in there and gets his hands dirty. He's deceptively tough. Scarzello came up to make the play, and that leaves Landon back there, first-year varsity starter, and he'll send the ball away across to Gintop. Now, Gintop had a very good beginning to the second half as he was up in the front on the attack and played well. Hughes will save the ball from going out of bounds and wants to make the move to the outside. Again, just the size of the Otter Valley player down there, Buxton, was a tough matchup for Hughes to bring the ball around. Carroll, yeah, he wanted to square up and take him around the edge, and it's going to be a corner for Proctor. And that is a statistic that they lead in by a significant amount right now. They've out-cornered Otter Valley, but tied at 1. And again, that flag tells you the true story. Not a breeze to really worry about here today, as that goes way to the top of the 18, body down by McDonald. Not a lot he could do with it right there, as Petrini lets the defender commit and never got in. Robin didn't have to make the save there, as you see Otter Valley kind of scrambling around in their 18, but able to get the clear, and then they'll get the pass out on the right side, looking for some speed. As Harvey will bring the ball back to the middle to Brown. And that's Hughes sliding down, made the stop, couldn't get possession. Brown with the ball again, and he's going to just gently serve it up, and that'll be cleared out by Landon. Up about, well, I'd say to the 40-yard line is Talo. Off the back of his jersey, will bring it back into play to Corbett. Now to play, and that will be Howard quickly getting the ball from, again, Officer Holler there, and he'll make the throw. And we're under 10 minutes to go. 9.5 to be exact. 1-1 on Munger Vision. Proctor in the darker uniforms out there, the burgundy or the maroon. And Otter Valley on their home field in the white tops, blue bottoms. It's been a dandy. Tell you what, Mr. Carroll's expending a lot of energy here, especially in the second half. Shot on and saved by Ratty. Good position by Ratty, and he actually had a pretty good clear view of it, even though he had Quinneville coming in hard on him. But as far as the straight-on shot, he could see it all the way. No screen or nothing. As Gintoff will use the forehead to nudge it up and into play, and Landon will can just kick away as Quinneville was pressuring him, and we should have an Otter throw, and it will be Brown, Adrian Brown, coming all the way across the field, number 19, to take that throw. And he's actually in a position where if he wants to, he could have brought it all the way into the 18, brought it to the edge, and Scarzello and Quinneville battle for the ball. He ends up on the foot of Lewandowski. Brown to the top of the box and out of the 18. Got it to Corbett, makes the move around Petrini, and Petrini will recover, and Scarzello will be there for support. That was good. That was good all the way around by everybody, offense and defense. McDonald, you got a feeling he's just got a run in him. Somewhere he's got a run with him. Like I said, relatively for him, he's been very quiet today. And credit Otter Valley, they played a magnificent game plan here, both offensively and defensively, and have executed it. It's one thing to have a game plan, but then to actually execute it. And that's what they've done. As Jacob Petrini couldn't get the inline, he'll get the throw, though, as it goes off from the Otter Valley defensive player. And actually, it's going to be McDonald taking the throw. Then he'll go to the corner, and that's Robert Kelly there defensively. He wouldn't let him turn. Dyer blocked it out of bounds. Just another throw for Proctor. 7:22 to go in regulation. Jacob Petrini trying to bring it down. We'll lose it out of play, and that will result with Proctor going back on defense. And Otter Valley having the goal kick. They'll watch Robin set the ball down, but I believe Robert Kelly is going to take the kick, and it will be number 15, Robert Kelly. Well worth the trip up Route 7 North to Otter Valley. And, you know, also for the girls program, the girls soccer program, the field hockey team, and, of course, the football team. But then don't forget, what I always tell you, it's cold, long winter in Vermont, but every gym for basketball is warm. Get up there and watch a lot of Otter Valley basketball this year. They're going to have a real decent team, both boys and girls basketball. That's going to slide on down and looking to send it through, and they've got some speed. They got some momentum coming forward into the box, and Ratty will come out and make the save. Oh, he was committed because he had nowhere. He has no man's land there. He had to make that save once he committed to it, and that happens with 6:20 to go in regulation. A good rush down the field by Otter Valley. Brown, as the game's had ebb and flows like this, as Petrini takes the bump, bounces off, comes across. That's Lewandowski there. Number 6, Petrini will end up ahead of him. Petrini on the dribble. Now will serve it up. Will go inside of Brown, but be knocked down by Kelly, and he'll come all the way back to Klein. Oh, they had the through ball for McDonald, who defensively made the play. Kelly made the play, didn't let it happen, didn't let the ball get through there. Hughes trying to use his body to shield off the much larger Kelly. Then we'll go out from Kelly's shin, and Gintoff with the throw. 5.5 minutes to go in regulation, and that'll be off from the Otter Valley player Buxton, Bo Buxton. Still like that name. That's a tough guy's name, Bo Buxton. As McDonald trying to find just any type of space and shot it across the grain and missed it wide. And what he did there, he made just enough of a rush speed-wise to split the defenders to find an alley to get the shot through. Tell you what, the crowd's gotten very tense. They got the feel of a playoff game right now. The crowd does. 1-1, Proctor Otter Valley. 5 minutes straight up to go in regulation. Scarzella will head it to Carroll. Makes the move around Brown. Had a little turf to work with, and then his pass will come back to McDonald. You notice in the last minute and a half, McDonald's name's been mentioned a lot more. He's getting a lot more touches right now. As Landon patrolling back there, his kick came forward, and it's a nice charge, and then a step up by Otter Valley. Hughes. Again, good clean play by Brown. Just took him off the ball with his size. And Carroll just a step late getting there. It's going to come all the way back to Lewandowski. Off the knee, couldn't trap it, and he'll just drive it past Klein. Smart play by Cole. When in doubt, kick it out, and this gives your teammates a chance to mark up. They're inside the 18. 4 minutes to go in regulation. The ball coming back to Hughes. Hughes. Open shot. Saved by Robin. That was a beautifully executed offensive play, though, in the 18. They didn't get a score, but it took a big-time goalie like Grant Robin, to make the play not work. That was beautiful execution of soccer inside the 18 offensively by Proctor. As McDonald keeping the ball on his foot once again. Make the reverse trap, spins, goes to the left side, and yeah, he had a man open on that side. Couldn't get, I think it's Jacob Petrini. Couldn't get him the ball, and it was Jacob Petrini, number 20. Taylor to Corbett. Corbett past the defender. Corbett's got some turf. He's got a teammate on this side coming in unmarked, and oh, what a play by Ratty. It was Lewandowski that was open, and again, Ratty was in a position where it had to be then, now, and it had to be hit, and yeah, no call. Looked like Petrini might grab jersey, but no whistle on the play. That was a great save by Ratty at the other end, though. And a breakdown defensively, and a nice move by Corbett, and that could have been a goal right there, big time. Played by Ratty. 2:44 to go. Otter Valley's Corbett. Thought he was going to turn and take the shot. He didn't square up. He brought the ball back. That's taken off the foot of Kelly by Carroll, and coming down now looking for the through ball to McDonald, and he's shoulder to shoulder with the fence and trying to just slow down enough to squirt it through. Can't do a great defensive job back there. I just need numbers. That was Cole that made the big play defensively inside the 18 on McDonald. Oh, it's like a playoff game right now. Never got through. Carroll took the shot. That never got through. Petrini took the shot. And it's almost like a desperate feeling both ways on the offense and the defense. 2 minutes to go, tied at 1. Lewandowski and Klein got kicked in the shin, and he's staying down on the ground. He'll be okay. That just smarts the heck out of you. And Corbett onside. Corbett trying to run wide, and it's cleared out of there by Howard. It'll be a throw by Otter Valley, and Klein will, there he is, just getting up now. And they'll stop the clock with 1:47 to go. And Klein, like I said, just took the kick in the shin and trying to walk it off and stay in the ball game. But they will stop the clock at 1:47 to go. Been a dandy of a game for Markowski Field today. Good soccer game today. A couple local teams getting together. I like that. Like I said, well worth the ride. Come up to beautiful Markowski Field, and never too early. Like I say, started thinking about basketball and those warm gyms to go inside of it. I always think of the Otters up here. Now be out. We'll have a throw coming up, and Lynch, 17 on the far side, looked to come back on the throw. Carroll took that option away, so he's looking for Talo, and the Otters again in their offensive third of the field. And you see the dribble to the middle of the field, left back for Brown. And like I said, it's got the tension on the field like it's a playoff game right now. Tied at 1 with just 1:18 to go. They do go to an overtime period. It's golden goals. Lewandowski's kick turned fired, no good. Both goalies have been superb here in the second half with some highlight type saves. And Hughes will go back as a nice step up right there by Robert Kelly, and then Gintoff's pass will go off from Brown, and Kelly will retrieve the ball, and that's Hughes there defensively, number 6. And it should be a white throw, and Robert Kelly is going to take the throw at midfield. Gets it down to Lewandowski, and Gintoff right there. And I tell you, going to be some tired teams tonight as they played hard. And Klein stops, lets the defender go by, and trap the ball, and we'll bring it back to the center of the field. Stayed outside the 18, and should be a throw by Gintoff. Proctor with the throw, going to go to the open corner down on that right side. Yeah, and it's going to be a throw coming up with just 25 seconds to go. And they're going to take the kick on a foul called as they'll mark the ball just inside, 2.5 yards inside the sideline. Low kick, short post, knocked down, and looking more and more like overtime. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5, and we're going to go to an extra period as you hear the horn sound right there. Robin will make the grab, but we're going to go to overtime in a 1-1 game. First goal will win it. Proctor and Otter Valley on Munger Vision. Watching Keegan McDonald leave the field to go to the sideline during the overtime. You see him limping still as he had quite a noticeable limp. And I don't want to speculate. It's definitely his right leg, but he was looking in the thigh quad area. So whatever it is, he's playing injured, uncomfortable, and like I said, Justin Carter out for the year with a severe knee injury. Matt Dobart not here today. I have no idea what happened to Big Matt. But a 10-minute overtime period. First goal wins it. And this is always the best part of soccer. It's just sudden death stuff. Carroll on the edge. Carroll with the pass coming across, and oh, he didn't pull the trigger. Hughes did not take the kick. That's 3 times today. 3 different Proctor players had opportunities for shots and just didn't load the gun and fire it. That could have been the overtime right there as they'd set up the play beautifully. Petrini to McDonald, and again, a lot of people around, a big crowd right there that could just reverse the field. And Klein, remember, was injured somewhat as he got accidentally kicked in the shin, but he walked it off, and a nice sob as Robin coming up. Grant Robin played a great ball game today. He's made some huge saves, as has Ratty at the other end, Justin Ratty for Proctor. McDonald to the open corner, and defensively they look to be in good shape, and we're waiting for the call, and corner is the call. As it looked to be contained defensively, but it ends up going out through the inline, and that'll bring Ricky Carroll over to the far side to serve up the volley. And again, the clock running down to 8.5 minutes to go, and Carroll, the flag tells it all. It's Been a perfect day. No sun to glare into, no wind to contend with, no rain. The field seems to be in very good shape. Been a great soccer game. Just over the top of McDonald. Now, I don't know if he couldn't make a leap at it, but Klein will come back and he'll retrieve the ball. You see him step forward, try to make the move, wants to turn back around, and defensively, Lewandowski with a nice job and took the ball away. Here comes Otter Valley in transition. Gintoff comes up, time to step up perfectly, knock the ball away to the center circle. Kelly on the trail will pick it up for the Otters and now slide the ball off. I believe that's Lynch, 17. He'll go to Brown in the middle, and Brown can't beat that last defender. Hughes will settle. See a lot of turf open in front of him. Take the dribble to midfield and send the ball to McDonald. He'll trap it down with the outside foot, and then Carroll coming up on that trail play. That's where they just keep building layers and layers of waves coming up the field. And again, that defense did not open up as it shut down the lane. And McDonald noticeably hobbled now as he stays behind the play, limping around. That'll go out of bounds. And Gintoff will take the throw with 7.5 minutes to go in overtime. Well, I tell you, the opening 30 seconds of this overtime, Proctor got possession, got the ball down inside the 18, and looked to me like they're going to get the game-winning shot off, but never did. Fire it on net, and the whistle across the way, got a hold call. And again, this is a great spot on the field for a kick. Yeah, nice play. I just need a number. Was that Kelly? No, that wasn't Kelly. Somebody for Otter Valley just stepped up in the 18 and made a smart play. Header. Oh, it's Cole. Again, see him hold his position, and dump the ball out to Petrini. And Petrini again lets the defender overcommit and then tries to go by him. And McDonald trying to crank it up and play at that level of pain and go to the side. And that's going to be out of bounds. And it should be I have it as a Proctor throw, and it'll be McDonald on that side taking the throw. So Keegan McDonald waiting for Klein to come to the ball, and he does. Klein with Taylor there defensively. And again, Taylor's played an outstanding game today for the Otter Valley Otters. Is Jacob Petrini. Again, he's trying to just bring the ball and cross it to the center. He does, but it's way up top of the arc, and Carroll able to get the ball. Carroll has the goal for Proctor. Never got in there. Again, those big defenders in the box. As Corbett comes back, trying to retrieve the ball, got ridden by Carroll, then joined up by Hughes, and Corbett will come out of the pack with the ball with some help. And a nice pass off the outside of the foot from Buxton. And they're looking for Lewandowski right there. He was free, and there's a push from behind, and Corbett and Hughes collide, and this time it'll be Proctor with the kick with 5:48 to go in overtime. 1-1, obviously. We're tied up for an overtime in soccer. You're still tied. Well, it's not like the old days where you had to play both 10-minute overtime periods, even if you scored. I never understood that. They came up with this golden goal stuff, and that's the way it should be. First goal wins. I tell you, most of this overtime has been played in Proctor's offensive third of the field. There's McDonald. There's the acceleration. Trying to get the edge. Brings it across. And Robin with the save on the short post with the clean scoop. Carroll was also in the area, but Robin made sure there was no rebound for anybody to pounce on as he shorthanded as usual, make the grab. Lewandowski trying to follow it up. Gintoff's had a wicked good game for Proctor, number 22. Hughes will go back with the left foot. Serve it up to Ryan Petrini in the center circle. That's Brown. Brown's worked hard today. He's done a nice job for Otter Valley. They'll leave the ball back for Klein and puts it right on the foot of McDonald. Petrini, and no, almost like he didn't expect the ball. Now go out of play and we'll have a white throw. We will not have a white throw. Must have been touched by one of the Otters defenders in Gintoff. Boy, to just a wide open field, and it's picked up easily by Buxton. But again, retrieves Garzello. Across the field and misses connecting with Howard, and now it will definitely be a white throw. 4 minutes to go in overtime. As they're allowing the subs to come in, some fresh bodies out there for Otter Valley as Taylor waits for the official to tell him to go ahead. Taylor directing some traffic out there and not quite happy. There's the whistle. Now we're good to go. Taylor with the heave, and that went down the far side, and that looks like it stayed in play, and it did. Stayed in bounds. Garzello with a big bump, and that's the way you play defense out there. Nice, hard and clean. Behind Carroll, and you can't quite corral the pass, and tried to catch it and trap it with the heel and bring it back around, but it'll be a throw for the Otters as they look to get some pressure now on Justin Ratty with just 3.5 minutes to go in overtime. They'll lay the ball down, and that's what you do, drive it in there, and that was a nice step up by Landon. First-year varsity player, and Hughes shielded off the ball by Brown, and Brown wants to bring it back to his teammate Kelly, and Robert Kelly will have time and space to go back and get the ball. And they're working it right in the center of the field, and the gamble by Carroll didn't pay off, and then the step up defensively by Jacob Petrini, and everybody kind of bogged down right now in the middle of the field. That has not happened a lot today. Proctor looking for the attack, and I'm looking for Klein. Oh, he's back at midfield. To McDonald, and never got in there. He turned fired, now from the foot of Dyer, and that's going to be well out of play. That's almost to Forstdale, that ball went so far. 2:40 to go, and it'll be a Proctor throw, and it'll be Jacob Petrini on the far side. McDonald wanting to touch, getting the touch, dropping the ball in. Oh, and Carroll couldn't direct it. He was onside. He pulled in front of his defender, but it was an awkward position, a very athletic position. Yeah, they're looking for a foul in the box. Not going to happen. It's going to be so blatant before they call it. And that really was a good no call. That kind of embellished down there. Scarzello off the left foot, looking to get the ball to Jacob Petrini, and it was last touched by the Otter Valley defender, and it looks like number 14, John Corbett. And again, very tense crowd. As Klein to Hughes. Like I said, that's your future wave of Proctor varsity soccer right there, those two guys. Otter Valley able to clear up to Quinneville. Quinneville turns, and there's Gintoff. Can't control it, and on the follow-up, it's going to be Otter Valley's Brown. He's got some field to work with. Let's see if he takes it all the way in. Just keeps giving. No, he didn't take what they gave him, and the ball rejects back out. 1.5 minutes to go in overtime, as that's going to be rolled in and then cleared out as Landon making the safe play. There's the charge, the step forward, and Landon will head it forward. Another header by Howard and settled down by Brown. Scarzello, great job. Stood there and didn't buy any of the fakes, got a foot on the ball, and header, and he's able to work the ball up to the center circle to midfield, and that's just incredible individual effort by Scarzello as he comes across to Carroll. 1 minute to go in overtime. Klein looking to send it, and he'll get it right to the top of the box. Nice step up. That was Cole again with a nice play, number 10 for Otter Valley. Jeremiah Cole, one of the captains. He's been strong today. And it's just, yeah, it stayed in play. Oh, I'm waiting for the whistle, but yeah, they're going to go with the throw with Proctor's way here. As we're down to 30 seconds to go in overtime, that's going to be a white throw. There's plenty of time to get a charge down the field. And they are going to allow the sub to come in now. I'm looking for it. It's the other Corbett, it's number 14, John Corbett, leaving the game. 13 seconds, and it's not looking too promising for a goal here as Carroll. Yeah, that's going to be just a throw. If it got through the inline, it would have been a kick, but Klein, that sense of urgency, his kick, nope. That's the horn. Now, I'll watch Peter C. They usually don't take a break between the two overtimes. They just switch ends. I'll let them get organized, and I'll be back. Still tied at Otter Valley. Well, this is it for the final 10-minute overtime period. We're in the second overtime. They switched into the fields. They took approximately about a 3-minute break. And they're set to go now. And the Otters will have the first possession of the second overtime, and Quinneville with the touch. And then Corbett trying to drive the ball through. I got to say, I thought the best, or the most possession time in that first overtime belonged to Proctor. We'll see if Otter Valley able to change that around here with momentum in the second overtime period. Otter Valley scoring early in the ball game in the first half to take the 1-0 lead in at halftime. And then Ricky Carroll tying it up here for Proctor in the second half. And the goalies, after the last goal, the goalies took over. And it's been a just highlight type saves by both Ratty and Robin. Where's the ball? There it is. Talo into the offensive third. Talo set. And he'll bring the ball back. As Landon will just kick it side out, and Talo will chase it down, and he'll take the throw. Now, if this were the playoffs, we would just keep on playing if they were still tied here. Landon steps up, edges the ball out. Tell you what, Proctor looking pretty tired, and that's going to be high and over the top of the crossbar. Goal kick coming up for Ratty and Proctor. Now, I got to tell you, Proctor looks fatigued right now. Now, that can change in a moment's notice, but one thing that Coach Ratty prides himself on is the hard conditioning he puts his team through, as I'm sure Otter Valley does the same thing. But at this point in the ballgame, second overtime, it really does come down to conditioning. It takes a lot of luck, too. I mean, luck involved in everything. That's onside. That's coming through. That's Carroll with a burst of speed. And, oh, what a save by Robin to follow up. And there it is, the game winner. In double overtime, Proctor will get the win, as that looks like Jacob Petrini with the winning goal for Proctor, and they'll win it in double overtime on the road against Otter Valley. The first save was a brilliant save by Robin. But then on the trail, and you got to really credit Ricky Carroll coming up the field. When I'm just talking about how fatigued they looked, and he had that tremendous burst of speed. He found more energy from somewhere, but just a great soccer game by both teams, and it ends with 8:14 left in the second overtime, and it's going to be Proctor 2 and Otter Valley 1. Hope you've enjoyed this action on Munger Vision from Markowski Field. Get out there, support your student athletes, and I always support the old guy, Munger Vision.